Alrighty, so we're gonna be talking about Bleach of all things, because I've never watched Bleach up until this point in 2019. I was at a garage sale. I bought a 75-cent DVD of Bleach, which had the first 20 episodes on it, which I believe that is just called the Substitute Soul Reaper arc. So I watched the whole thing. So if it is 1 through 20, the whole Substitute Soul Reaper arc, I watched all of that. There's parts of it I did really like. There's parts of it I didn't so much like, mainly music and stuff. I thought the music kind of seemed really early 2000s, and I don't know, I didn't particularly like that. I think you could have did better music choices. I'm sorry if I'm gonna like tilt some of you that are really Bleach fans and whatnot and really like that stuff. This is just me just kind of like first kind of looking at. So first off, Ichigo as a character and whatnot, when you look at his like big rivals in other series and whatnot, like Naruto and like One Piece with like Luffy and whatnot, he has a drastically different personality for most like shonen characters. He is really like laid back, kind of down to earth. The, like his sisters and whatnot. One of them's kind of nice and whatnot, but I always hate these ones where it's almost like a Sakura, where they get mad at you for every freaking thing you do, and they just yell and scream at you and punch you. I hate those characters. And every single scene she was in, she's being all like mean to Ichigo, punching her dad and stuff. I'm like, what is the point? Like legit, what is the point? So like him, meeting with like Rukia and stuff. I like their dynamic, Ichigo and Rukia, and they're like constantly like, she gives them the power to be a Soul Reaper or whatnot, and they're just like, for most of those episodes, they're just kind of randomly hunting down random hollows and whatnot. And, you meet, like Ichigo's friends. Okay, so you have Orihime, which because I watched like Naruto a while ago. The same voice of Orihime is Hinata. So I kept thinking, oh man, this is just Hinata. Dang it. But Orihime's friend, the girl that like boxes, I forgot her name, but the girl that's like boxing and stuff, she also has the same kind of personality as one of Ichigo's sisters, in the sense of she's always like trying to fight people, kind of like tough guy thing, and kind of like yelling at people and being kind of annoying. I hate those personalities, and I'm kind of more recent shows and stuff have kind of gotten away from that in comics and mangas and stuff. They've gotten away from that, but I hate that character type. I really do. It is so annoying. That's why I hate Sakura also in Naruto. So, they're doing their thing with Soul Reapers and stuff, and, most of the side cast is okay. I think they're pretty much all fine. I really do. Most of the side cast, I could kind of care less what they're doing and whatnot. It was more or less for me just seeing, hey, what is Ichigo and Rukia gonna do? What are they gonna do? Who are they gonna fight? I don't know that shopkeeper guy, his name, sells like Rukia those like soul pellet things. I don't know his name, but I didn't really like the like little kids that he had in his shop either. But the dude that sold stuff, I kind of did like him at that shop to Rukia and whatnot. Again, I forgot his name. I'm really sorry. I don't even know if they said his name, but I like how he's like kind of like mysterious and kind of like doesn't let on to how much he really knows. So kind of, I know I'm probably skipping over things. I'm just kind of going off of this on memory and stuff. He sells him that soul pellet thing. Ichigo does it so he can like make it seem like he's at school and fight Soul Reapers at the same time, but it's like that altered soul or whatnot, and it has its own like personality or whatnot, which eventually becomes that like teddy bear thing. I thought that was okay. I think he's kind of weird. Yeah, I think he's okay. The teddy bear dude. Where I really started, like, I liked, the fights, or them kind of fighting hollows and stuff, but I was like, this is okay, but I'm not like digging this just yet. I was like, some of the characters are kind of iffy for me. And I know it sounds like I'm saying a lot negative about Bleach right now. I did really enjoy it, actually. Like, for what I'm saying, all negative, there was some really good stuff. I liked, them fighting hollows. I liked it when I kind of like the supernatural aspect. Like, you die, but if your soul doesn't get collected by like a soul reaper, you could just linger there and turn into one of these monster things, like in the case of like Orihime and her brother and stuff. I was like, that's kind of cool, and that they affect the world, but if you don't have like soul powers, you can't see them and whatnot. So it's kind of a cool dynamic and whatnot, and it's almost playing with our world, adding like, here's this supernatural element. Where I really did start to like it was, this is kind of towards the end of those first 20 episodes. It was like Ichigo finds out that because his mom died right in the beginning. So his mom died like right, when he was like a little boy and whatnot, and he always kind of blamed it on himself because he saw this little girl, and he's like, oh, she's gonna fall into the river, I gotta go save her. Well, then he like passes out, and then he blames himself for his mom dying because she died, like, he woke up and she's like dead next to him. He's held on to that for years. Well, he finds out that was actually Hollow that killed his mom, and he basically makes it his goal to kill this Hollow and whatnot. Then after that, he meets up with, I'm really sorry, but I forgot this dude's name, but he is the guy that's the Quincy right at the beginning. He has like the soul powers where he pulls like a bow and like shoots it. That guy I thought was pretty cool. Again, I couldn't get over that he was, I think it's Shino in Naruto. The guy with the bugs in Naruto. He was cool. Thought it was kind of dumb how he's like, yeah, I'm going to challenge you to see that Quincy's are better than Soul Reapers. So he like just calls out a bunch of hollows and he almost kills a freaking whole city. It's, why can't you just fight or find some other way to figure this out? Yeah. Even Ichigo's like, you're a flippin' idiot, dude. You're kind of stupid. So then, they beat that battle, and actually those two kind of joined forces at the end of him. I liked it a lot when Ichigo and the Quincy guy joined forces to fight that like giant Hollow. They're like, not even like the Soul Reaper commanders can beat this guy. Like. And the second Ichigo kind of like hurts him and makes that giant Hollow retreat, Ricky's like, oh crap, they're gonna come for me. They know, they finish that fight, and whatnot, and Rukia basically just bails, because she's like, the cover's been blown, I must leave, and of course Ichigo wasn't gonna stand for that, and he gets absolutely whooped by, I think it's Rukia's brother. Again, I'm really sorry, I don't remember the name of the red-haired guy. The red-haired guy that beat up Ichigo, basically. I don't remember his name. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But, Ichigo gets whooped. And I'm like, oh, dang. Well, he ain't gonna die because he has main character plot armor, But, this is where I think is my favorite part of this beginning thing. Of the substitute Soul Reaper thing is like when he gets beaten, he's like, I gotta go save her. So he, with the shop owner guy, he trains to become a Soul Reaper because they took his soul energy away. So they basically kind of like kill him. So he'd either come out a Soul Reaper or a Hollow, and they have to kill him off. And he does become a Soul Reaper, and he knows the name of the sword, because when he was fighting the Soul Reapers coming after Rukia, they all knew the names of their sword, which their sword is almost like a living being itself and whatnot. So he had to figure out what the name of his sword was, but it was like Zangetsu or something. I thought that was... all I could think of, this guy's voice is the voice of Raiden from Mortal Kombat. I think it was super sick when he like gets his own sword and stuff. And he's like, I don't know if I can control the power of this thing. You better move. You better dodge it, otherwise you're gonna die. You know. But I liked when he first becomes the Soul Reaper, how he has half the Hollow mask on him, and then like he has to like tear it off, and then he like is like, I'm back, let's go. And then they're gonna go storm the Soul Society, and that's where I stop. So overall, I liked fights. I liked the stuff with Ichigo. I didn't really like the side characters. Some of the music and stuff like was kind of iffy, and I'm like, does this really fit the tone of everything? It's kind of weird, kind of early 2000s. I guess it kind of adds a charm to it in a weird way. You know, the animation is pretty decent and stuff, and pretty good. But yeah, I think I'm gonna keep on watching Bleach. It's kind of weird to be like, oh yeah, it's 2019 and you haven't watched Bleach. What the flip are you? I know the ending's really bad. That's what I've heard. That's why I haven't really jumped onto that bandwagon, but I was at a garage sale and saw it for 75 cents. So I was like, hey, I'll hop on that bandwagon. I also bought at that same garage sale Soul Eater for 75 cents, and I have yet to watch that series. So if you want me to do a like watch along thing for that, we can do a couple episodes each week for that. And yeah, thanks for watching. I really did enjoy Bleach. I know I'm probably making a bunch of you mad, and yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye.